So, Silke ist schon mal da. Gut. Ja, hallo Silke. Gut, dann schneide ich mal mit. Wie du siehst du Folgendes. Ich habe ein XMap-Test-Tool und habe hier einen Layer, SMO-Layer, klassischer Zugriff, Traditional Access. So I'm accessing a database layer that is configured in the XMap server via the default geodata source, and within that config file it references the layer info labeled sales. And what happens on the map is you can see a specific icon several times, here, over there, Tobis lohnt sich zu bleiben, and over there. Yeah, this data is retrieved from the database, and let's have a look at the database itself. It looks like this. We have just a little table that contains 4 different Mercator coordinates, and there is one column called revenue that has values between 20 and 40. And if you have a look at the map, then you can see that the size of the image or the size of the icon depends on the revenue. That means in the configuration of the backend server, let's check it over there, we have, let me see, default geodata source. We configured a new layer called sales that refers to that data sales table. And if we have a look at the geodata sales rule description, here we have a reference to a URL, and this URL is part of the new plugin SVG renderer and contains 2 placeholders for the name of the image and the width of the image. And this URL, if I request this URL from the local server, local XMap server by the way, like this. Let me take this one and replace it by, for example, revenue 50, and image name is, oh, what's the name of the image? Let me see from checking money. Okay, money. So what we get here is a little error message. Okay, that's because that's not an amp. Okay, so the size of the image really depends on the value of the parameter. So if I replace it or 80, for example, I get an icon which depends really on the value of a database column. That's it. That's some new feature, and this is working. If we have a look at the URL, based on a new web app, this is just a new plugin called SVG renderer, and you can specify further placeholders in the rule description file over there, but this is up to come in the future. This is just the current snapshot of XMap 110.1. So what we need for this is, of course, an icon that is prepared in the subfolder data bitmaps. Format of the icon is ScaleableVectorGraphics. So we can use this and scale it, make it bigger, make it become bigger or smaller depending on the